Hey everybody, it's Kara. Welcome back to Life with Type 1 Diabetes. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be bringing you a what to pack travel vlog edition. I'm about to go on a trip and I just thought I'd kind of share what I bring when I'm traveling through airports and just all my different trips and all those kinds of things. I will do my very best to link everything down below, and if you could please like this video and subscribe by clicking the button down below, that would be awesome. And I will get started. So let's get packing. Okay, so this is your regular carry-on suitcase. This is what I always use for my supplies every time I'm traveling anywhere, because quite frankly, there's just way too much stuff to try and shove it all in and put it in a carry-on. For me, I don't really find that ever works. So when we open this up, I already have some stuff in here. I've got some shoes, it's gonna be colder. I've got some makeup wipes, my pump letter from Tandem, Athletic Greens bottle, Athletic Greens powder. I'll explain that in a minute as well. Some Skittles, my other medication that I need, some snacks, and yes, that's kind of what I do. And then if we pan over here, this is the pouch that I have. It's from Indigo Books, like Barnes and Nobles and stuff. I'm pretty sure you can find them anywhere. If you can't, Lululemon is always a great option, but I'll try and find it again. I bought this a number of years ago, but if I can't find it, I'll find something pretty similar. So I'm just going to go through with you guys what I actually have. So if we pan over here, this is a USB charging cord for this glucometer. It's a one-touch Vario glucometer that I always carry with extra. And then I'm just going to kind of pan through all the stuff they have. So I've got a couple extra MDI needles, some glucogel, some Dex tabs. I've got an extra Dexcom overpatch. Got a couple extra inset covers for showering. Because I have a freestyle glucometer, I have extra strips. Got my one-touch Vario strips just in case, my lancing needles, and all of my supplies. So I always bring enough to change one every day. So, and then when they're older, then I'll bring them in and I'll change them out. So I've got a cartridge and a needle, one for every day. Then I've got over here all my alcohol wipes and my skin tack wipes. My skin tack wipes I use just to make the areas more adhesive and just easier for everything to stick. Then I've got my Autosoft 90, which are like, they're just the auto injectors. And then the True Steel set, which is like contact detach. And so I've got these. So this one is the 9mm 23-inch or 8mm 23-inch. This is the 8mm 32-inch set. Editing Kara here. Reverse those numbers. The Autosoft 90 was the 9mm 23-inch. The True Steel was the 8mm 32-inch. Then of course I have insulin in my fridge. I'm going to be bringing with me extra. And yeah, this is basically what I bring every time I go traveling. Hey, so sorry I had to do that in 3 different sections. I'm filming on my iPhone because my camera died. So, really inconvenient. Anyway, as you saw, I had some Athletic Greens powders and the BPA-free bottle in my carry-on. I've been using Athletic Greens for a really long time now. A number of different content creators have been using it, and I tried it, and I really like it. Basically, if you haven't heard of Athletic Greens, it's a greens powder that fills in the gaps in your health. It is a prebiotic and probiotic rich powder. It has 75 naturally whole food sourced ingredients in it. It is NSF certified. Being NSF certified means that when you submit your product to this third-party company, you are holding yourself to the highest standard, and Athletic Greens is part of that, which is one of the highest certifications in the world for efficacy and for quality. It is a very, very high quality package. And I love it. It fills in the gaps when I'm traveling, and also just, in our day-to-day, because, we get a lot of the nutrition that we get in our diets from what we eat, but it's not everything. And especially when you're traveling, you don't know exactly what you're eating, when you're going to be eating. And so for someone living with diabetes, I found it helpful. It has, although it looks green and it's like any greens powder, it actually doesn't taste horrible. It tastes actually pretty good. It's got like a pineapple-y, fruity flavor to it. So I will say, living with diabetes and using Athletic Greens, you do have to be a little bit careful because it can raise your blood sugars a little bit, but it's not horrible. It's actually pretty decent, and so definitely fills those gaps, and it helps with hair growth and nail growth, and it's good for your gut, and it just fills those gaps that we sometimes don't always get with the food that we are consuming. So that is why I bring that. Obviously I bring the Skittles because, hey, we're traveling and you need something fast sometimes. I also bring snacks with me on the plane, as well as when I'm going traveling and going to New York. So it's this whole thing. You just always need stuff with you. And then I always bring the letter from Tandem, because that's the pump company I use. I'm a Tandem T-Slim X2 insulin pump user. This is just their letters saying why we need an extra insulin pump carrying with us, and so they don't give you too much trouble. They kind of do anyways. It's really inconvenient. TSA agents are not the best. You would think by now they would kind of get the hang of it a little bit, like, hey, there's a lot of people living with diabetes. No, they still butcher it all the time. It's kind of annoying. But I bring it anyways, and I do my best, but it doesn't always work. But yes, and I always bring enough, if not more, of everything I'm gonna need. I always bring the little multiple daily injection use syringes, because I personally don't travel with an actual pen. I have been a pump user for a very long time, and I know some people when they go traveling, they do bring an actual MDI pen with like an insulin vial, like the whole bit. I choose not to, because although there is a possibility of something happening, I always have an extra pump with me, and I bring those needles and extra insulin, obviously, because I find that having an additional prescription plus additional supplies that I may never use inconvenient. It's just not something that I would want to have on top of all the other things I already have to have. Like, for example, I sometimes have glucagon in my fridge, but it's like $120, and I have it and it sits in my fridge for a year and it never gets used. So it's just one of those things where it's like, well, I don't need a pen. I can just, if I needed to, like in a dire emergency, wake up every few hours and just give myself insulin. So I use Admalog right now, so that's what I would do, and it's just like one of those things. But if you feel more comfortable, by all means, go to your endocrinologist or your general practitioner, whoever your primary care is, and try to see if you can get that, if you would feel more comfortable doing it that way. I just don't, because it's just extra. And yeah, it's just really important that you have everything with you. You never check it, because it's too cold down in cargo. If something happens with your flight or whatever, like, you need everything with you all at the same time. I generally also, I don't have it in here at the moment, but I generally also pack an additional pair of underpants and maybe an extra shirt, just in case something were to happen to your checked bag. Then you at least have something. You know, it's kind of just a just in case type situation for me. The other thing that I usually travel with is the pump, but I don't have it in here right now. But that's something that I would be putting on top, and you try to be super like straight with the agents, but yeah, they're not always the best, I will say that. But yeah, that's kind of what I do when I pack. I just go through everything, make sure nothing's expired, and I just put it all together, and then away I go. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm going to end the video here. I will start a new one, and I'm also actually in this end video going to show you some pictures of where we are going. I'll just like put a couple in there, because when we get back, like, I can do a whole other thing on it. So yeah, I'll just put in a couple snippets of that, and I will see you guys soon. Have a good day. Bye.